I'm still maybe not going to be consistent for a while. Okay. Had some struggles. I'm not going to say it was a midlife crisis because it wasn't a crisis. It was a checking the past to see if I was going the right way and what I needed to change. Still not clear on it, but it's going a lot better. Okay. And then I've had a lot of stuff happen. I had to move from my studio. I got a new renter in the front half of my 2,300 square foot beautiful dream building 2 blocks down that way. And they're moving in today. And then I still do hair services unadvertised because I don't want to get too busy with that. There, I have an esthetician room rented out. And then I have my space set up really cute for all my iron orchid and my DIY paint, my decoupage paper, my stencils. And I can meet by appointment to demo that, to sell that, to whatever, because my stuff is open Tuesday through Saturday in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, which is 20 to 30 minutes from here. So, but I mail out and I meet people. So I'm back in my old location. I was there 15 years ago, moved here, moved there. Yeah, it's been a lot. Okay. Anyway, so now I'm back to the beginnings, the small beginnings, right? We live up there. This is 1,200 square foot here, 1,200 square foot there. I have tried to not step my foot down here for probably a year and a half because it would trigger my mess. It would trigger me. I couldn't get to it. I should have finished this before I started down there. And I just kept jumping from one new thing to the other and never finishing and taking time to. And all the harvest fields have come due at the same time. Okay, so I'm kind of going backwards, which is how I do it a lot. I hope that you can hear me. Okay, so anyway, somebody say in the comments that, oh, I can't see on the comments. Okay. Anyway, so I'll just give you a little, let me tell you the event. I put it in the description. It's a link to the FB private group, free, called Decorizing Squad. And I'm going to try to do, because it's not paid and it's free, I'm going to try to be consistent every Monday at noon. You can watch the replay, and it will be organizing your spaces. It can be business, it can be a drawer, it can be a closet, it can be a house, it can be a basement, it can be a garage, whatever you need to organize. It is going to be organizing spaces together virtually. You can post pictures in a private group. We can all help each other. If you send a picture, I can chime in and say, hey, this or that. Oh, good. You can hear me. Christians, I don't have my glasses on, Christian's World. Thank you for being here. So that's Monday, Central Standard Time at noon is the kickoff. I am going to have a cute little curly headed baby on my hip, pulling on my legs. It's my last Monday to watch him. And I decided to just go for it. So we're going to see how this goes. But, I may have some young mamas in here. I may have some grandmas that watch their grandbabies. We're going to do it. Okay. It's going to be very relaxed, very interactive. It's going to be live. So I'll have to stop, look at the comments and answer questions. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm going to figure out the format. I actually have a paid group, and I actually advertised that for a hot second and then took it down. And I would have showed up consistently. I would have been, more structured. And because, if somebody's paying me for something, I'm going to give them it all. I'm going to give them some structure. I'm going to give them some stuff, some content, even if it's not, perfection. I decided not to put that pressure on myself. So that may happen later for more in-depth detail. Right now, it's free. You're going to help me formulate what I want to be when I grow up in this virtual organizing, decorating together. It might have a splash. I might get on a system where one time a month, we're going to have just a short little, because my whole thing is decorizing your life. That means every area, organize and decorate. So it might have some fashion. We might throw in a recipe, but it will consistently be organizing and making your spaces pretty and using what you have. So So right now we'll give you a little studio tour. I added some too dark of makeup. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to try to turn this around without my glasses and give you a studio tour. It's bad. I'm just going to give it to you where I'm at. Okay. And this is this is probably after 12 hours of work, probably 12 hours of work. I'm going to say maybe 24 hours work. I don't know. It's a blur. Okay. I'm actually getting somewhere. You will not think it looks like it, but it is, because I have somebody wanting me to custom paint a piece. I couldn't because I was in transition. So here we go. Okay, so first off, I put these curtains up because this used to be my business and it looks really bad in here. And so I can see out, but they can't see in except at night. So that's working well. Um, so this is what I call my ladies in waiting. This is a piece I'm going to keep for my own home. We're going to build someday, and I hope, I mean, it's going to, be a little bit, but that's going to be in there. So, piece I'm working on, I have video footage before I crashed and burned and did not consistently make YouTube videos anymore. I did it once a week for 2 years and lost half of my watch hours and my goals. I'm just goal oriented. So I was like trying to get monetized, trying to get this, trying to get that. And I didn't reach the quota before a year, and you lose half of your hours. And I don't know, there's a whole bunch of other stuff and I just stopped. So that's going to be a YouTube video somewhere. I really miss making content. I really miss being on here consistently. I really did love it, but I had to check the past and see if I was still supposed to be doing this. Okay, so this is the stuff. You may think this looks awful, but for a person that does what I do, this amount of to-dos of ladies in waiting, this is nothing, okay? I have one more desk stored in my mother-in-law's barn. And then see that trailer out there? I'm on a path of getting rid of stuff. I had a garage sale at my other place, and I won't get into all that. There's really good stuff in there, but I'm letting it go. Okay, but it's all mostly smalls. So these are my to-dos. I've got my style now. This is my style. I'm not taking everything for free now because it's not worth it. I have a very specific look that I'm going and thing that I'm going to use my time on. This one is a little borderline. She's needs some repairs. Yeah, I would sell her as is. I'm going to fix the door and actually roll her out for a garage sale. But if it doesn't sell, I'll paint it. This was a YouTube video. I love that. It's a little baby smash cake. And my grandbaby that I'm going to have on my hip Monday for our event kickoff, that the link is in the description. So please, you have to click into the group, join the group, and then it'll be 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. Okay. Anyway, so these are my ladies in waiting. This was all my stuff that we had I used to do workshops. And someday, once I work through some of this, I might start having workshops in here again. I used to do it. Okay, so here we go. This is my paint on rollers. Everything should be on rollers if you have a store or a studio. In my opinion, you can get them at Harbor Freight. This come like this. I love this. Okay, this is my old manicure table. Trying to decide if I need to get rid of these. And then I've got these. I haven't decided. Okay, I got this for almost nothing. It has locking wheels. Somebody used it in their house for their bar. It had pull-out drawers, but it was homemade. It was going to take too long to fix the drawers. So I just took those suckers out. I'm using them somewhere else. I'll show you. This will be my paint stash. This is the perfect height to work on. These are all empty. So that goes, anyway, this is all a work in progress. So this is I need to repaint this, my new staging wall. And so I can roll it out, take a before picture of the item, roll it back, work on it. This is where we can go up to our apartment. But like I said, I try not to come down here for a year and a half because it triggered my issues that I needed to deal with. Well, I'm dealing with them. Okay, so I've got a whole, these are really good for, this is all my air dry clay and resin, my stamps and ink, again on rollers. It's a beautiful thing. Got this for free, put it on some rollers. And I use this for my filming because it rolls around with me. I need a little handle so I can push it, but anyway. Again, I rescued this from a hospital or a nursing home, which I'm going to tell you more about that in a minute. So this is all my stuff. This was a rescued piece. I've used it so many times. Sometimes I lay it horizontal. I had my little hair colors in it. Now it's my molds. This is going to be, I cannot show you. It was so organized and it's so bad now. Let's just do this. Yeah, okay. Look at all these beautiful vintage pharmacy. Okay, can't open them. But anyways, I have tried to sell these. I have sold several. I'm gonna make an apothecary buffet out of this, but some of these need to go. Okay, so this is from a pharmacy. And I used to have curtains on this, so this didn't, so it was highly functional, but didn't show. So that's going to happen again. This is my retirement hobby. When I'm too tired to do big furniture, I got this, and this one. A man. It is a sad story. I seen it on Facebook and knew the value of these. And I got there to pick him up. He was on dialysis and his wife was selling them. And I got the feeling he was gone at the hospital. Probably did not know she was doing this. And she was just took a chance. This is a sad story. I feel like she just took the chance to get him out of her way. I don't know that for sure, but it broke my heart. But they're loved, they're appreciated. They went to the right person. So he did not buy these at Hobby Lobby kit. He handmade these. Are they not gorgeous? You know, now some of these elements you buy, but these are handmade. And I have one that's stored that I actually put together myself. So this is my retirement job. And I have a bunch of girls. Who knows, I might hand one down to them. This is going to be my storefront. Okay, this should be my first organizing. Anybody else fascinated with miniatures? Okay, I just threw it in there because I'm going to buy a whole bunch of doors and make little craft booths with doors. You know how they do? Um, yeah. So this is going to be my first project because it'll be easier because it's going to be open. Okay, so enough about that. This was out of the Watonga newspaper. They literally did the letterpress letters. Okay. Do you know the person that was hired to clean out the building? And I did have permission to get this from the owner who hired blah, 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 blah. Do you know that the little guy that was doing this for him said those little letters got taken to the dump? Can we all just have a moment? Can we just have a moment? I screamed. I believe I audibly screamed. And I was going to go to the place and get them, but it was history. And the owner would not have let that happen, but somehow that's what happened. So that's heartbreaking. This was also part of it. My friend was supposed to take this one for a potting tool. It set out 1.5 years, and now it really needs redone on the top, which is so sad. So this is all my active. It's not a good enough surface. It's all like this, and it's a little too high because we haven't cut the legs off when we put the rollers on. It's a little too high to work on. So I've just got my scissors. This is all really organized, even though it doesn't look like it, okay? I have it all in categories. This is very high functioning, especially when I did workshops, but with me doing my furniture. Okay. I'm over the doors. These are all going to be sold except the French door. The paint job on this one is perfect, so I have to keep this one, but I'm selling all these to my friends. I'm just done. I have moved these suckers. Oh my Lord. No, I don't want to say, oh my Lord, because I'm not talking to the Lord right now. I'm talking to you guys. I'm sorry, God. Oh my word. my body says get rid of them. So they're done. This is out of a pharmacy as well. The front and the sides are beautiful. I had it in my house forever, but now we live in a 1,200 square foot upstairs apartment. So this is just going to be storage for now. My functioning IOD stamps. I'm working on this area. You should have seen it before. So we have a barn built out there now. So now I don't have to cut wood in here, but I do want some fast mover tools. So this is going to be this has got to get organized. Got to take my paint systems back out to the barn because we have one now. Okay, so I'm about over these two. So then I just, I've got all my working molds. This isn't all organized yet. I'm working on this. This is stuff for my house to build, so I had to do it like this. So I'm not gonna use any of this stuff now. So I just rolled these in front. So this is why this will not be an open studio for a long time because I got to work my way through this. So these rolling carts, I never wanted anything that looked like industrial or actual shelves in my store, but I got over it because these are so useful. So, and you can make them pretty. You can put some fringe here. You know, there's things you can do to make these cute, but I'm not to that point of life right now. Function first, beauty later. So I've got to organize all these because this has all been revamped. This is a library card file. I had it on pillars forever, so that's, you know, a keepsake. Oh, this is all my to-dos, my ladies in waiting. So this will be, I have downsized so much of what was on here that I was going to use for workshops. I got rid of it. And there's still more to do, but okay. So look at this thing. My daughter picked something up on Facebook and the people said, take this. And they did not want it. And it is so heavy. And here is the kneeling board, but it was too bulky and I didn't want it anymore. So I took it off. So look at this, because you'd flip it down and then you would sit here and pray. So I can't wait to have this in my house. And I think, let me show you, I'm probably making you seasick. If anybody sticks on here the whole time, God bless. Okay. Okay, look at this. This, I can't remember which trim mold this is. Oh, they have names on them now. Let's see. This is trimmings for, I do have this available to ship out. Look at the thickness. Look at that, love. So look at this. If you want to scream with me, you can. It's the exact width. So I'm going to resin pour probably all the way down. And I don't care that it's going to be, because this isn't going to be your everyday setting chair. So I don't care that that might be uncomfortable on your arm. And so I'm going to dose this little sucker up because I do not like that color of wood stain. So there you go. Got this for free. I put it on rollers, but it was completely just a solid thing. It was not a lot of purpose. So I busted these suckers off and I'm going to put shelves in here, or either this could be a clothes rack. And I'm probably going to sell it. My friend said her dad would whoop it up and she would sell it, but I haven't let it go yet. Okay, so there's my old sign. It is so stinking cute. And it actually got a little bit scratched from being like this. But anyway, it's really a cute sign and it was on this building. So I had to take it down because people kept wanting to stop in here, you know, because it was cute. Okay, so that's it. That's my, oh, no, I'll show you this. Okay. Would I do this again? This was like, was it 7 years ago? No, I would not. I would not do this look again, but it's been okay. It's spray paint. And I made my own stencil. It's before I even sold stencils and stuff. Look, it could be cute. Okay, so let's go into here. This used to be, you know, I had my microwave here, and this is still functioning. This was my coffee bar, but I'm going to change it. Oh, look at that. I did that for a JRB or IOD live. I've got these stencils right here. Let's paint the town. Got this on my website. And it's a JRB stencil. And then the transfers. Okay. So the coffee bar is not going to happen anymore unless I start doing workshops again, because I can go upstairs and make my coffee. This is where I used to do family's hair. And I used to have that covered up because it has to be cute. But no. So it's pretty gross on the floor. But I had it pretty cute. IOD stamp. Did that for a live. I used to go live on IOD. And this is a stencil. So you can make a wallpaper look, or just kind of, you know, do like I did here. It looks like this was intentional. You know, I just started and stopped. Okay, I used to have this all super cuter, but I haven't been down here in a year and a half. I have my beauty shop at my other location now. The bathroom is funky junky. There is a water heater back there. It's a little different back here, okay? Okay. Anyway, IOD stamp. Got this at, like, off of Facebook. I need to sell those. This was my sign from God. Literally, I have a Facebook about it to sign up to sell DIY paint. Debbie Beard did this with her own 2 hands, and I finished it. And so I can never get rid of this. I won this at Dion, Turquoise Iris, and Debbie was at Edmond, Oklahoma, and I live just like an hour and 45 minutes away. And your favorite way to unwind after a long day? Yes. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So I was praying to God, do I do this? Because I was with another company that sold their stuff cheaper than what for sale to others. Then what it was a hot mess, and Debbie was even with them for a while too. They were just formulating what they wanted their company to be. So I'm not trying to bash them. It was decent paint. Of course, DIY paint is better. Okay, so this was used to be my office. Anyways, I won the piece that they did, so I knew it was a God deal because I had been praying. So anyway, this used to be an office. This is where I was, if I ever come fully back over here, I can do hair there, but I'm gonna make it cuter. I can mix my color here if I want. And then this will be where my chair is, just my chair alone. But right now I've got my seasonal clothes because our closet upstairs is like this big. So this was function room, but this I could actually mix my color in here too. But I have just my baby gear from watching grandbabies in here right now. So this is my studio. This is when I was learning to blend and I went live on DIY. It looks bad. How's it look? Don't look too hard. It's not good. I was learning. I'm brave enough that I'll just learn on live with you. And it could be, I've learned a lot since this, okay? It's not great. And so I'm going to paint that solid. I'm over it. Okay, so that's my little studio tour. I hope to give you an update where it's better. It's not going to look good until I get all this worked through, painted and sold, gave away, whatever I'm going to do. But at least I can, once I clear that off, which I'm going to finish this today to get it functioning so I can put my custom piece there. If they still want me to do it, they've had to wait on me so long. So anyways, okay, that's the story. Thanks for watching. Please jump on Monday, Central Standard Time at noon. Decorizing Squad is the FB private free group. If you want to go, I'm going to try to go weekly. I'm going to try to go weekly, and there's no rhyme or reason right now. We're just going to get in there and do it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get in there. I think I'm starting with my kitchen because it's pretty organized, but I didn't keep the system, so I'm going to give you decorating and organizing tips, and we're just going to haul off and start with the baby crawling all over me that day, okay? The first kickoff is with the baby crawling all over me. He may be sleeping at that time, but probably not because that's how it works, right? Okay, so that's the story. See you. I would love to see you over there. Another thing, one more thing. This is an update, right? I have a The Creator's Pearl YouTube group or page, and you have to have 50 subscribers before you can go live. And I really want to go live because FB deletes everything after 30 days. And yes, I can pull them off and then put them on YouTube. It's hard for me to sit down and do that. So I'd rather just go live. It's a Bible study. It's raw. It's up for correction. I'm going to say some things that aren't right. It's just sharing what I read that day and what I'm actually trying to walk out in the earth. And I screw up a lot, but I seek a lot. I study a lot, and I tell the good, bad, and the ugly. And just if you want to walk along with me on that, I have a couple on there. A couple during COVID when my husband, I twisted his arm and he went on there with me. So it gets a little deeper with him because he's more. So that's some deep stuff if you watch those, but it's The Creator's Pearl. I'll try to put that in the description. I would love to get 50 subscribers so I can just go live, okay? And start posting on there. I have tons of content I pulled off before FB deleted everything, but I just haven't taken time to put them on there. And that group I actually post a lot. I share other people's stuff sometimes, and you can ask questions. I would love to see you on The Creator's Pearl. I'm trying to get to 50, and I only have like 25. So if you're interested in walking along a very unstructured, just Bible study, like we're sitting and drinking coffee together, like I sit and tell what I learned, but then it's just very relaxed, okay? And I'm open for correction on a lot of my stuff. I say, hey, if you see I'm wrong, put it out there, put it in the comments. So, anyways, love ya. Missed this group. I miss doing this. I'm still kind of like, God, is this okay for me to be doing this? Because I've had some issues. Okay, I've been down to the ground, knocked down to the ground, and I'm still not fully back, but I'm moving forward. Okay, so here we go. Hope to see you Monday. Hope to see you on the Creators Pearl. Lots going on. I'm never going to be systematic and structured. Okay, that's just not me. It would feel like I was in a straitjacket. So if this is the kind of stuff you like, hop on. If not, okay, there's other people to follow. There's about a billion other people to follow. So don't be mean. Don't be mean to me. Just move along. I'm weak. I'm tender right now. Okay, I'm tender. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. And of course, I don't know how to end this because it's different. I'm good.